Southwest Florida, welcome back. We're so thrilled to get a chance to talk to Ron James. He's the owner of Metalcraft Welding, LLC, located right here at the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center, one of Southwest Florida's great organizations. I bumped you in, Ron, with two N's. Hey man, first of all, it's good to get you here on the show, and one of the things I observed about you already is that you solve problems, right?
That's what I'm paid to do.
Now, the fact that you, the owner of your welding company, do you always wake up figuring out how to fix things? Is that you find yourself fixing things and solving people's problems, right?
I go to bed thinking about how to solve tomorrow's problems and wake up hopefully with an answer.
You like what you do?
I love what I do.
My image and my perception of a welder when I was a kid, you know, they would be these guys with these big things on their faces and this mask and there's all this sparkles going around. Is that still the way it looks?
That's just the way it looks today.
Okay. How does one become a welder?
Personally, I was taught by an old gentleman out in his barn when I was a kid because I needed to weld, and it grew into a passion and then eventually into a business, and that's how I did. Though America is going to need 500,000 more welders in the next 10 years, so I would encourage any young man who wanted to make something of himself and have a secure living, you couldn't do better than putting two pieces of metal together. It is the top of the food chain.
Why is that? Why are we having when you say we're going to need more welders, is that because less people are going into the field, or there are more things now that need to be welded?
It's a combination of those two factors. One is we are doing more diversified welding and more things need to be done, and the schools don't have the VOTEC that are training people, and so young people don't get the idea of, oh, well, I could make $100,000 a year as a welder, or I could play on my computer for $25,000 a year. Now, personally, I like the $100,000 better.
Man, you bringing some good insight here. I know people at home right now saying, that's very interesting. Need to start routing our kids to using their hands and things like that. They see your phone number on the screen. They can contact you there for any more information along that line.
Absolutely.
What are some kind of things that you actually weld? I know you mentioned that golf carts are right up there too.
Amazingly enough, I fix a lot of golf carts. They're very popular here in South Florida for people to get around, and battery acid will rot frames, so I'll repair battery boxes, the frames on golf carts for people. Today I'm putting a set of barrier gates up at the Mound House on Fort Myers Beach. That's today's project. This week I'm starting on railings for the water slide on Fort Myers Beach. I also repair the trucks and trailers for the City of Fort Myers Public Works Department. They're able to outsource it to me for a better price, and they don't have to, have more people on their payroll. They can just hand it off to me and know it's done right.
What made you want to become your own boss?
My grandfather was an entrepreneur. My other grandfather was a blacksmith for the city of Pocahontas, Mississippi, and my father was an entrepreneur. So the combination just was in my genes, I guess you would say, that I could do it better for myself than for somebody else.
Okay, now you're here at the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center. Interesting how you ended up here, just driving down the street. Tell that story.
Well, I was looking for a place to set my shop up here in town and couldn't find anything that really fit my needs and was in the right zoning area, and just happened to be driving by here coming from Flea Masters and saw the sign that said for lease. I walked in here and met the previous supervisor, Tom, and then his assistant, Mike Love, who's now the director, and hit it off, and they approved my plan, and here I am.
The fact that they provide that technical service here in terms of your plan, business plan, and how you're going to go about business, did that help you also to kind of crystallize how you want to build that business?
To an extent, yes. They do. They've pointed me in good directions. Certainly have afforded me the opportunity of having a good central location to build my business on.
Who would you say are the majority of your customers?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I have a very diverse customers. I do a lot of government work, but I also have a number of contractors. I provide steel columns and ballards and beams for houses that are going up or remodels. Back in the 90s, I did all the heavy steel work in the downtown when they were restoring all the old abandoned buildings. So
people who are doing construction and all that, they're always looking for good welders.
Yes,
great field. Because you said, Lee, I'm just busy. I mean, you stay busy, huh?
I could work 7 days a week and still need more time.
Do you do your estimates, or I guess that would be your estimates. Do you do that on the phone, or you go to the site?
Oh no, well, depending on what it is, I have a lot of people over the phone trying to say, well, what will that run me? And I tell them, I don't want to overbid it or underbid it. Let me look at it, and then I can give you an honest appraisal.
Do you do mobile service?
Absolutely, I have a full mobile service. I'll go out and fix dump truck beds, the aluminum beds. Again, like I say, we're hanging gates today. We're doing all the railings. We just finished the town of Fort Myers Beach's new public hall.
Excellent.
Built the bus stop at the base of the bridge, the trolley stop at the base of the bridge, put the decorative dolphins and stuff so when you're down on the beach and see a lot of decorative stuff.
So you get to use your creative juices as well. You listen to what people
Absolutely.
want, and then you can just create it right here at the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center?
Yeah, right here.
Outstanding. Long term, where do you see your company going?
Well, we're hoping to diversify. We've been building these custom kubotas for landscaping and golf companies and cities and parks, and we're hoping to expand that. They're very useful. They're what they call a high dump, so that you can just back it up to a dumpster and dump it in rather than having to hand offload. Saves time, more efficient, and that's where we're really moving towards.
I heard you say we a lot. Who is we? Do you employ a bunch of people? You creating jobs here as well?
I have two. I have my secretary and I have my one assistant at this point in time. Unfortunately, and it's sad truth, it's hard to find people who want to get up in the morning and work hard all day and get up and do it again the next.
People want things the easy way.
They do.
Man, I like your style. But I tell you, you also helping, we got a lot of water around here. You're the guy to come to if you need some welding done on that boat, right?
No, I do not do boats simply because there's some very good people who specialize in it. And because some of the equipment you need to do the bendings and stuff, I give that off to my friends who do it really well. And that frees me up to do things I'm more specialized at.
Okay, man. Well, keep up the good work, and let's bump you here.
Pleasure to meet you.
Stay right there. As the saying goes on this particular show, but those who say it can't be done, they are usually interrupted by those like John Reed and all the fine people at the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center who are doing it. We'll be right back with another entrepreneur right here. We get a chance to talk to, that was Ron James. When we come back, we're going to get a chance to talk to we're going to get a chance to talk to John Reed.